Cadet Group 2 out on circuit already. So, how this will work, the session itself, exactly the same as what we've seen so far. All of these drivers, John, will be... We have had a look at those lap times that we've seen in Group 1, go, right, let's try and beat those, let's get into what the aim will be once we combine the times from both groups, that if you're in the top 18, you've got that spot in the pre-A final.
Exactly, it's going to be just as we said for the first session out in these new karts. These drivers, all not first time out the day, will have had a practice, but first time out in a proper qualifying session again, just getting up to speed. We can see there is a kart geek or a big brain though, Andrew, it's fine. You'll be able to deal with that.
Yeah, it's a bit battered though. So to remember, 50.726 was 10th fastest in Group number 1. But to put it in a very extreme sense, if 18 drivers in this session all went quicker than anybody else in the first group, those 18 would all qualify. It's not necessarily, oh, we'll take 9 from Group 1 and 9 from Group 2. No,
it's the fairest way to do it.
It's the grouped collective of drivers across the two groups. McAllister goes back to the top of the timesheets in this group with a 49.770. I mean, that would be pretty good on the versus the first group. That would have been good enough for 5th place in the first group, so he's already up onto row number 3. Tabs of this one, because I think it's all going to change very quickly once we get to the end of this session. There's the number 18 on your screen of Theo Williams, currently in 15th place. Number 64 of Jakub Milczewski. I think it is actually, apologies. Currently in 4th place in this group, 50.536. So actually, yes, we're starting to see some lap times coming in that are quicker than that 10th place 50.726 that we mentioned from group number 1. So I'm gonna go quiet for a second, John, and try and work out where we are, who's on the bubble.
All right, well, you work that out. I'll have a little chatter. But I was going to say that one thing I have noticed certainly about the lap times coming in between the cadets and then the juniors and the seniors and the larger karts. With these guys, I feel like the progression of lap times is slightly different.
It's now top 9 from Group 1 and top 7. Well, that gives us 16 drivers. So Harry Bell is still in. I think Miles Burton is still in also.
Yeah, your brain's working overtime.
It is. It's going full chat. Oh, there's number 64. There's had a bit of a moment. That's Milczewski.
Yeah, some drivers getting slightly frustrated, getting caught up on their laps. But I'd hope in the cadets we won't see the same sort of hand gestures that we see in BUKC. And,
I would hope
Club
not.
100. I would hope so. A bit more respect from the younger drivers. But yeah, it's my mate on the BUKC Facebook. There was a picture of him giving an interesting hand gesture at Wilton Mill to someone, and he commented, "I'm going for first," says John Cleland.
First, says John Cleland, yes.
Classic.
Miles Burton has just got himself into the top 18. Good lap there from Miles Burton, 50.416. Charlie Walker as well, 50.4. We said that there were going to be some lap times towards the end of this session that could change things. All provisional, of course. Drivers coming across the line now. This is them seeing the checkered flag. It's McAllister from Hobson. Jacob Underhill up in 3rd place in this session. Will be comfortably in the pre-A final. Milczewski looks to be in as well. I'm seeing a 50.713 from Harry Knight.